History is full of what-ifs. But what if one man's life could have changed everything for a nation?
Let's talk about Emperor Quang. His reign was short, but it was absolutely legendary. So, the big question is, what would have happened if he hadn't died so young? Let's find out. To get why his death mattered so much, you got to see what he did in just 4 years. He kicked off huge reforms in politics, the economy, even culture. A total overhaul, really. And remember, all of that happened in only 4 years. Just think about that pace of change. But while he was busy remaking the North, a major threat was brewing down south. His rival, Nguyen wasn't just rebuilding, he was modernizing his army with European help. So you had this classic showdown, incredible bravery versus modern European-style firepower. But Quang wasn't just thinking about unifying the country. He had his eyes on China. And he made some seriously bold demands to the Qing emperor, basically flipping tradition on its head. And here's the crazy part. The Qing emperor was actually about to say yes. He was that intimidated. Even his own people thought that with a little more time, he'd be the greatest hero ever. Okay, so, with enemies north and south, what would have happened if he had lived? 2 ideas here. Scenario 1. He gets caught in a classic pincer move, attacked from both sides at once. So you'd have Nguyen pushing from the south and a vengeful China invading from the north. But come on, a guy like Quang was way too smart to fall into a trap like that. In fact, right before he died, he made it clear what his biggest worry was: the South. His strategy was obvious: deal with the South first, then turn his full attention to China. But he never got the chance. He died suddenly in 1792, and that changed everything. Without him, it all fell apart. His son was too young, and his generals started fighting each other. And all that chaos? It was the perfect opening for his rival, Nguyen to take over. So why does this all matter? Well, some historians say his death was a huge turning point. Think about it. A strong Vietnam under his leadership might have totally changed the colonial era. It just leaves you wondering, right? What if he just had a little more time?